Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to some more World of Warships, and today we will be taking out the special ARP Kongō. Now this was a prize that you could win if you did I think there were 6 things you have to do. One was shooting down airplanes, one was setting fire, causing damage, destroying cruisers, I think. Anyway, so you basically had a list, and if you did them all, you would win the ship. And this ship is based on the Arpeggio Blue Steel Kongo, who is at the beginning is a main antagonist, but then eventually becomes a side character, which I actually haven't got that far, so do forgive me if I'm a little ignorant of the storyline on Arpeggio Blue Steel. But very good anime. I know not a lot of people are into anime. I like watching anime every now and then. And since this was based on Japanese battleships, and this is World of Warships, hell, this was amazing. I loved it. So, got the ship. She is amazing. She is exactly like a regular Kongo. That's why I sold my other Kongo, because I have her now. But, yeah. She's fully upgraded, still working on the skills. She does earn extra money, so very nice to have if you need to make some more cash. So I would highly recommend her. Kongo is still a good battleship. So I'll see you guys in a replay with the Kongo, and it's a fantastic replay. So hope you guys enjoy it. See you there. Hello everyone, welcome back to a replay with the ARP Kongō, and she is just fantastic. I love this ship, probably because I love the anime as well. So as I've pointed out, she is pretty much just a basic Kongo, fully upgraded obviously, but with some minor differences as far as cosmetic differences, which I just love the neon purple on this Kongo. And I'm mentioning in the chat is when you play with her, as you will see in the next battle, they talk to you in Japanese, which is just really cool, really fun. And I'm trying to figure out what her name is, but anyway, besides, we're playing on Ocean, and the team is going to be a little bit interesting. We have a Fuso, a New York, another Kongo, and then us. 3 Clevelands, Aoba, Furutaka, Mutasuki, and Nicholas, and Clemson, while the enemy team has a New Mexico Fuso, which downright should definitely overtake our 3 Tier 5s if they really need to. A New York, 4 Clevelands, 4 of them. Furutaka, a Farragut, a Nicholas, a Nevny, and a Isoslav. And I'm hoping I'm saying those Russian names right. And right now we are heading up north. Generally that's what most people do when they spawn on the southeast side of Ocean, is they'll head up north and then go left. Now, in just a little bit, someone will point out who's going to stay and guard the fort. So I was thinking to myself, yeah, I could do it. I have very long range, very fantastic range on the Kongo. Like I said, she's fully upgraded, like any other Kongo that you'll see. Ah, there, finally. If you just heard that, she's talking to us, letting us know enemy is spotted. Unfortunately, I don't know Japanese, so I can't really tell you exactly what she's saying. But so I do decide to turn in and head back towards B, which in hindsight does save my life, and you'll see as the battle commences. Right now I'm trying not to run into this New York. I'm going to try to swing my big ass around and head back to B. And God, I just love the Kongo speed, and you really won't get this 30 knots till about, I think, either the Nagato or the Amagi. I know for certain the Amagi has about 30 knots on her, which you have seen in probably my previous episodes. Let's see who we aiming at. We have some Clevelands far outside. We have a Nevny fighting with our Nicholas, and our Nicholas is doing a very good job against him. And I do aim and take fire. And that, I just missed it. I'll hold off on the next shot, but that is one of the cosmetics, is when you fire, there is just black smoke belching from your cannons. And oh, it's just gorgeous watching it. I just love this ship so much. And it was just so cool that now I can have this ship. And I did go and sell my other Kongō, because why have two? So I decided to just keep this one. And there, you see that kind of cartoonish smoke? Cartoonish smoke. So heading back to B, we did notice there are 3 cruisers heading down to the south, and then going to be coming over east towards us. And unfortunately, there was, I think it was 2 Clevelands and a Furutaka. Like, this battle just happened not too long ago. There he is. We do still have our spotter craft, and I'm kind of curious how well these shots are. Let's follow him in. And when you first get the Kongō, if you don't have that increased accuracy, your shells will definitely go all over the place. I led that. Ooh, just missed him. But yeah, once you first get the Kongō, I would highly recommend get the module to increase your accuracy, because at this range, your shells are going to disperse quite a bit. Let's see who. We're going to take a pot shot at this Cleveland. Follow shots in, see how well they do. And at the beginning of the battle, not much is happening, honestly. I think we do miss. Yeah, quite terribly. We do miss. Didn't lead him far enough. There's that Furutaka. And I think, fortunately, we have 4 cruisers and a New York. Or is that the other? Yep, that New York's coming back in as well to defend B. While all our other team is heading up north, which kinda led them to their death, which is unfortunate, but it happens. Alright, we are detected, probably by anyone. Probably by the, I think there was a destroyer down there. It was, I think, the Farragut, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to go ahead, turn back in, and try to stay close to B. And because of this, Cleveland's going to miss his shots. And because we have such a high speed, we don't really have to worry about getting chased down by Cleveland. See how well these shots go. Ooh, just missed him. Very close. God. Yeah, I really do love this Kongō. And I love the black. Since black is my favorite color, it just fits so perfectly with me. Let's see. Lining up our next shots. See them go in. Ooh, those are nice and tight. And, ooh, just skimmed him. Didn't do much damage, unfortunately. There's that Furutaka. Gonna line up the shot. As soon as our guns are reloaded, this guy is dead. Let's watch these shots go in. Boom! Citadel. Yep. He is dead. And if you've noticed, I haven't taken any damage at this point. All those shots miss me by mere meters. This is just fantastic. And it looks like those 2 guys are trying to mate with each other. Kind of makes it hard to shoot. I think I do try to get them, but the shots will eventually miss. And since we have Ioba, Cleveland, New York, and 2 other Clevelands down here, I'm going to try to turn my focus on this New York. I think. Wow, this literally happened probably about 10-15 minutes ago. And I already forgot. Yeah. I'm going to take probably one last pot shot off at this Cleveland. Probably won't hit anything. But now I'm going to focus on this New York. He's fairly close, 16 kilometers. We're still outside his range. So I want to try to get a Citadel. Citadel would be nice. Soften up the team because we are just barely ahead by one destroyer? No. Ooh. Just nicked his nose. And we're ahead by one ship at the very least. Not too bad. And my guns are off sync with each other, so the front two guns are firing while the back two guns are not. And I've kind of debated whether or not if that's a good idea to have, because say a destroyer gets really close to you and your guns are off sync, so then you can just fire one at a time, and then in that in between, that half period, the waiting for the cooldown of your weapons. Ooh, got some good damage. He's taking a lot of damage. You can fire your back guns. So I've debated whether or not, but it's also really nice to see all your shells going in at once and just decimating your opponents. So this New York's taking quite a bit of damage. It looks like he has, I would say, a flood. Yeah, 6,000 damage there. Hit his tip of his nose where the armor is fairly weak. And we're turning out. That's why you see us. Oh, just fantastic. So we're going to go ahead, turn back around, because all our allies up north are dead. And I'd rather not push too far north and get focused down by the Fuso, and there's a Cleveland up there as well. So I'm going to turn back in, try to help B, even though B's not doing too terribly bad. Let's see. Guns are just now coming back around. And we're going to try to hit him at this angle. It's fairly difficult, and you're probably not going to get much damage. You might hit the superstructure, and that can give you a good several thousand damage. Yeah, 10, 20. Usually what you'll get if you hit the superstructure, but not too bad. We have a New Mexico coming back down, and I'm still focusing on this New York, trying to get rid of his health. And I like this map to an extent, especially if you're in a battleship. You can't really have destroyers sneaking up on you that easily. And since we have such a fantastic range on the Kongo, you can just... I cover like more than half the map. About 3/4 of the map I can fire at. So being a Japanese battleship just makes your job super easy. And here we're going to turn back our attention toward the New Mexico. We're going to turn in just a bit, so the dispersion won't be as bad. And that's one thing you do have to keep in mind when you're playing a Japanese battleship. As far as most US battleships, their range isn't that great, so their dispersion is a little bit less. But when you're playing a Japanese battleship, I would highly recommend, obviously, get that increase of the accuracy, but don't really count on a lot of damage or very accurate shots at this range. It's quite terrible. But I don't know if we're going to lead him good enough. It looks like it's going to hit in about the center of his ship. Yep. 4,386. Penetrated his armor, but nothing too damaging, unfortunately. Let's see. We do have... There's a frigate way up north. And it looks like our allies finally took down the other two Clevelands were down there. So... And this Cleveland stays alive for a long time. This Chalked? Good job. You stayed alive for a very long time. I would have expected you to die very quickly. There's a frigate. I do point that out. I'm like, hey, he's kind of close to our base. We need to take him out. But, of course, he disappears off the map. There's Iron Maiden. Good band. Good band. Sorry about that. And we have a Fuso. Gonna take a pot shot at him. I'm not expecting that much. He's at such a harsh angle. But I figured might as well try to chip off some more damage if we can. And who is Gregory? He's that Kongo. So the Grigori is pointing out that we have no one covering B. So once again, I take in fact that I'm gonna have to turn around as quick as I can. And of course, when you're turning very quickly, your guns have quite a bit of an issue. And the shot was just terrible. He's already turning. Like, fuck. Ah, and it looked like Overpen just took out one of our... Let's see, who did he take out? Probably the Furitaka, I'm assuming. So this is where it gets interesting. If you notice, I'm the only one on this side. So I do decide to turn in and try to head out just a little bit. Try to get on the other side. And we're taking some pot shots at that Cleveland. Don't think this is actually going to hit. I think I let him too much. Oh, I get his nose. Yep, I get his nose. So I really don't know what this Fuso was thinking. Just watch. Just watch. I won't spoil it. So, our team is focusing down that New Mexico. He's finally dead. And now, once again, we're in the lead. We have 2 battleships. 2 Clevelands and the Aoba left. They had that Farragut, a Cleveland, a Fuso, and a New York. So, they do have the battleship advantage, especially with that Fuso still alive. And I thought about taking a pot shot at the New York, but his armor is very angled at me. So I figured, this Fuso is not paying attention at all. He's focused on my allies out west. I'm going to hold my fire. And if anyone knows what's going to happen, oh yeah, it's going to happen. So, getting fairly close, about 6 kilometers. The armor is still fairly well too angled for get a good hit. So I'm going to hold my shot. Hold my shot to the opportune moment. And just about now. Fortunately, dispersion was a little terrible, but we just knocked off 12,000 of his health. And I think he finally realized that, oh, there's a Kongo behind you. Yep, he's starting to turn. He's turning as quick as he can. He used his heal. Our secondaries are opening up on each other. Still haven't taken any damage at this point. And let loose another. And unneeded Citadel for 11,000 damage. And I've still taken no damage in this Kongo, which is fantastic. So now we have this New York. Just probably realized that his ally Fuso died. Decides to turn in to take me on. I'm fairly well angled. Probably could have turned in just a bit. But with him turning and my gun's about reloaded, I'm about to fire. Aiming at the waterline. Look at those shots. 14,000 damage, and this is where we actually take our first amount of damage. He does good damage on me too. But fortunately I have a heal, so didn't take as much as I could have, and our secondaries are opening up. Mine's a lot better than his. So I'm going to turn out because I feel like I'm too well angled, not enough angled against him. And he decides to turn back in, but it's just too late. You're dead. A Citadel for 15,000 damage. And all that's left is that Farragut. So I know he's headed towards me, and I'm going to switch over to HE. And boy, this is interesting. It's just not enough taking out 2 battleships. One that wasn't even paying attention to you at all. What was... Oh, I felt so good in this game. Yep, this Farragut is trying to get close to me. I'm just waiting for him to provide more of a broadside like this. Gonna fire. And 3570 off his health. He's on fire. Knocked it out. It looks like he doesn't have a smoke, so he's not firing it. And I think I'm outside his torpedo range. I think he has a 5 kilometer. And yep, alright, he's turned back in. And once again, I'm gonna hold my fire until he provides a nice broadside just like this. You guys have, I'll see you in the next battle. Bye.